Hey everyone, welcome to Heart for Art. My name is Layla. In today's video, I will be sharing with you an idea on how to use the Dollar Tree house with a nativity scene to kick off my Christmas in July series. I hope you guys enjoy and get inspired to create your own. So for the roof of my house, I will be using these pieces of wood that I chiseled off of the edge of a live edge wood plank, and I will be using them as shingles. Right here is the backing of the house that I took off. I took all the papers off, the glue, all that gunk that comes on it, and I Mod Podged a layer of Mod Podge and I let it dry. Now I'm using my scrapbook piece of paper that's just pretty much text and parchment paper and my X-Tool mini press to reactivate the glue and glue it down basically. Right here I'm making sure that the paper has actually been glued down nicely, and if there's any edges lifting up, I will just go ahead and lay back the parchment paper down and re-seal it by putting the iron on it. I am using my sandpaper, and it's just a used sandpaper no matter what the grit is, and downward motion to take all the excess paper off. I'm making sure everything is sealed, looks good, and ready to go. For the next steps, I'm going to do a dry run, dry fit to make sure it's sealed correctly, nothing is out of order. And I'm right here, I'm going to paint the house actually with this paste paint. It's called Iced Espresso. I've had it for a very, very long time. All I do is just add a little bit of water to reactivate it. And then I just use it as a paint on the outside of my house right there. And this is just gonna make sure that if my shingles, pretend shingles, are not able to cover anything, you don't see like the light wood color. Now that the paint has dried on the outside of the house, I'm going to go ahead and just do some distressing on the edges with the, it's called the walnut, it's Tim Holtz the Walnut Distress ink, just to make sure that they all kind of match together. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it to the whole entire house. Then I'm going to go ahead and glue everything together and wait for it to dry. I painted this nativity wood set that I got from Dollar Tree, gosh, years ago. I painted them in just regular acrylic black paint, and I took a small piece of paper and painted the star area with a gold color. And I'm just going to go ahead and make it look like the star is actually glowing. So I'm going to pretty much paint just that little area and stick it to the back of the star so it looks like it's a shining star. Here is the star of the show, which is the edge of a live edge wood. I chiseled them off, saved it, as all crafters do, I guess. And I'm going to use them as shingles for my rooftop just to give it a very old world authentic look, because I'm sure Jesus did not have beautiful shingles where he was born. So I'm trying to create kind of like a very authentic old world look. And I do it all around the roof. And I also add some to the side, as in they've been falling off over the years, and just kind of playing with the idea of it looking old. And I do it all around the entire house basically. And I will also add some Spanish moss right here to make it look like moss has been growing because of all the years of it just sitting there, the manger just sitting there. right here I am edging the entire piece in that same gold that I used for the star, just to kind of give it like the star is glowing and everything else around it is also glowing. Just my idea. You don't have to do it if you don't really want to, if you like just the plain silhouette look of it. I just thought it would be really neat for it to kind of glow, giving the illusion that the star is so bright and shining that it's glowing everything around it. I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down, the hut part, the manger, Mary and Joseph. However, for Mary and Joseph, I will kind of make them 3D so they're coming out a little bit because everything was just too far back. So I wanted to bring some dimension to it and I brought them forward. And I'm just creating a little riser with popsicle sticks, just doing some measurements, gluing, and kind of creating like a 3D riser for them. You can actually even use a Dollar Tree Jenga block or one of those squares that Dollar Tree sells, the little square blocks. They were just coming out too much for me and I wanted just very thin, so I only used popsicle sticks. However, you could use Jenga sticks, you could use anything just to put them out a little bit, or you can just glue them all the way back so they're kind of all the way pushed back. And I do realize that the backs of Mary and Joseph are not painted, so after I create the little stand for them, the risers, I will go ahead and paint them black, so that way you can't see bare wood when you're looking at it at an angle. I do include some Spanish moss underneath the manger area because I just felt it kind of bare. And I do, towards the end, also include some around Mary and Joseph's feet area. So it just looks like they're sitting in some Spanish moss and not just some random ground. As you can see here, I have already painted the back sides of Mary and Joseph black, and I'm going to go ahead and glue them down facing Jesus's cradle, so that way it looks like they're facing inwards towards him. And I'm going to go ahead and also add some Spanish moss to their feet because I just felt like it needed a little bit of something there. And I did not add any kind of bows or anything to this project because I didn't feel like it needed any kind of bows. However, I do love the way this turned out. It's very clean, very simple, very plain, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys do get inspired from it, and I hope you guys create your own with your own twist to it. And if you like it, please do subscribe to my channel. I will be uploading more Christmas DIYs. I'm going to be having actually the next one that's coming up. I'm editing it right now. It will be very intricate, involved, and it's a big ornament one, and it's in pink, which I don't normally craft in pink but for Christmas, but it's really, really pretty. So please do go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one, and I hope you guys stay creative.